and good day. My name is Jürgen Steinmetz from eTurboNews, and this is a breaking news update. For more news updates and shows, please go to youtube.com/travel news group. youtube.com/travel news group. Here's our update.
eTurboNews joins the Society of Professional Journalists statement in the killing of Renaud in Ukraine. The Society of Professional Journalists today issued a statement to respond to the killing by the Russian military of American journalist Brent Renaud in Ukraine. We are saddened about the killing of U.S. journalist Brent Renaud in Ukraine and condemn the actions that lead to his death. He was killed while covering the exodus of refugees from war-torn Ukraine. According to a Ukrainian news agency, Renaud and his film crew were shot by Russian troops. At the time of his death, Renaud was working on a multi-part documentary about the refugees for MSNBC. He was an award-winning documentary video journalist who has covered war, drug addiction, gang violence, and refugees from Central America and Haiti. His death is a reminder to us of the danger that exists to tell these important stories, said SPJ International Community Co-Chair L2C. We are all diminished by his passing. Renaud is the second journalist to be killed covering the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Yevgeny Sakhin, a photojournalist for FA, the Spanish news service, was killed when the Russian army destroyed the Kyiv television tower on March 1. Renaud is the first American to be killed covering the war. Renaud and Sakhin were courageous journalists who died bringing the world the truth about the Russian attack on Ukraine, said SPJ National President Rebecca Aguilar. We at SPJ send our condolences to their families and pray for Renaud's colleague, Juan Arredondo, who was shot while the two were preparing to film refugees from Kyiv. The SPJ international community calls on the Russian army to honor Rule 34 of the Geneva Convention, which states that journalists shall be considered as civilians. And to further live up to the Russian military manual, which states, journalists are considered civilians and enjoy protection stipulated by international humanitarian law. eTurboNews publisher Jürgen Steinmetz echoed his condolences in adding, "This is a crime against all journalists in the world. This is not only an attack on freedom of the press but on the basic decency we call human rights. May Renaud rest in peace." SPJ promotes the free flow of information vital to informing citizens, works to inspire and educate the next generation of journalists and fights to protect First Amendment guarantees of freedom of speech and press.
Thank you for listening to our news update. There's more on youtube.com/travel news group, or you can read us, of course, in going to our news portal at eTurboNews.com or travelnews.online.